Hi friends, it's Miss Anne from Herrick District Library. I'm glad you're joining me for story time today. Let's get started, shall we? Let's start with our opening song, which is Hello Friends. We usually use a little bit of sign language for this song. The sign language sign for hello is like a little salute, so we'll do this. The sign language sign for friends, we have two little friends and they give each other a hug. We're also going to say it's time to say hello. Here we go. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Hello indeed, my friends. I am quite excited about our story time today because we are going to be talking about all different kinds of foods and gardens and all different kinds of things like that. So I thought it would be fun to do across the midline song like we usually do when I do story time. But this one is not Ram Sam Sam or Big Sea Star. This one is called Bread and Butter, Marmalade and Jam, because those are all very tasty, yummy things to eat. So when this is a chant, it's not a song. So when we say bread and butter, marmalade and jam, I would love for you to cross your hands and tap your lap and then come back up and clap in between and then cross again and clap and cross again and clap. And we'll say bread and butter, marmalade and jam. And then we're going to say yummy because we're talking about all different kinds of food today. We're going to say yummy a whole bunch of different silly ways. And I'll tell you what those are, and I know you'll be able to do them with me. So can we start crossing our arms and tapping our lap? And then going to clap. Here we go. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say yummy as high as we can. Can you use a high squeaky voice to say yummy, yummy, yummy? What's the opposite of high, friends? Low. We're doing some opposites in this chant. Here we go. Let's do the cross and clap again. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say yummy as low as we can. Yummy. It's fun to make silly voices, isn't it? Okay, let's do cross and clap again. We'll do another pair of opposites. Here we go. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say yummy as fast as we can. Yummy. Oh, that's so fast. Yummy, 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 yummy. It's very fast. And what's the opposite of fast then? Slow. Here we go. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say yummy as slow as we can. Yummy. Oh, good job, everyone. Let's do one more pair of opposites. Ready? Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say yummy as quiet as we can. Good job. Friends, what's the opposite of quiet? Loud. Let's get ready to do it. Here we go. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say yummy as loud as we can. Yummy! Great job, friends. Thank you. I have another song that I would like to do with you. This song is called the Country Song. Now, a lot of us have gardens where we grow vegetables or fruits or other things, flowers, at home. And those are smaller, usually, not really huge. But if you're talking about a big farm or farmers, they have lots and lots of space and lots of land because they need to be able to grow lots and lots of things like vegetables or grains or fruits or even flowers, all different kinds of things. So in this song, we're going to be talking about a farm out in the country. And so we're going to say the country is great and the country is grand. There are not a lot of buildings, but a whole lot of land. And we live way out by the forest and the trees. We grow a lot of vegetables and maybe keep some bees. And then we're going to put the seeds in the earth like we're planting seeds. Put the seeds in the earth, and we're going to take the vegetables out. We'll do that a few times, seeds in the earth and vegetables out. And then because we're so excited, we have so many yummy fruits and vegetables, we're going to dance and shout. Woo, woo. Okay, let's do this one a couple of times because I think this isn't as familiar as some of the other songs that we usually do. Here we go. This is the country song. Oh, the country is great and the country is grand. There are not a lot of buildings, but a whole lot of land. And we live way out by the forest and the trees. We plant a lot of vegetables and maybe keep some bees. Bzzz. Here we go, ready? Put the seeds in the earth, pull the vegetables out. Put the seeds in the earth, take the vegetables out. Put the seeds in the earth, take the vegetables out. And we dance and shout, yay! Good job, everyone. Let's try that again. We're going to start with the country is great and the country is grand. Oh, the country is great and the country is grand. There are not a lot of buildings, but a whole lot of land. And we live way out by the forest and the trees. We grow a lot of vegetables and maybe keep some bees. Bzzz. Put the seeds in the earth, pull the vegetables out. Put the seeds in the earth, pull the vegetables out. Put the seeds in the earth, take the vegetables out. And we dance and shout, yay! Good job, everyone. I think that one's kind of fun because we talk about growing all different kinds of foods, which leads me to our next song. Let's pretend, friends, what kinds of things would you grow in a garden? Yeah, some flowers. Strawberries. Strawberries would be yummy. One of my favorite things to grow is tomatoes. So friends, if we pretend that we planted tomatoes and onions and peppers in our garden when we sang the country song, we would have everything we need to make some salsa. So will you sing the spicy salsa song with me? We're going to make some salsa. Here we go. We're starting with our tomatoes, and we're going to crush them. And we'll be doing some repeating in this. So even if you haven't heard the song before, you're going to be able to pick it up real fast. So here we go. We're going to first start, however, with do this with your hands and kind of rock a little bit. And we're going to sing salsa, spicy salsa, 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 spicy salsa, salsa. First, you take tomatoes and you crush them. You crush them. You crush them, crush them, crush them. First, you take tomatoes and you crush them. You crush them. You crush them, crush them, crush them. Salsa, spicy salsa, 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 spicy salsa, salsa. Next, you take some onions and you chop them. You chop them. You chop them, chop them, chop them. Next, you take some onions and you chop them. You chop them. You chop them, chop them, chop them. Salsa, spicy salsa, 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 spicy salsa, salsa. Next, you take some peppers and you slice them. You slice them. You slice them, slice them, slice them. Next, you take some peppers and you slice them. You slice them. You slice them, slice them, slice them. Salsa, spicy salsa, 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 spicy salsa, salsa. Now we've got everything mixed or everything cut up. We're going to put it all in a big bowl. We're going to stir it. Ready? Next, you take a spoon and you stir it. You stir it. You stir it, stir it, stir it. Next, you take a spoon and you stir it. You stir it. You stir it, stir it, stir it. Salsa, spicy salsa, 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 spicy salsa, salsa. Friends, how do you usually eat salsa? There are a lot of good ways to eat salsa because it's delicious. But a lot of us use a chip, a tortilla chip. And we pretend we're eating this with a tortilla chip. Next, you take a chip and you eat it. You eat it. You eat it, eat it, eat it. Next, you take a chip and you eat it. You eat it. You eat it, eat it, eat it. Salsa, spicy salsa, 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 spicy salsa, salsa. Then it's in your mouth and it's hot. It's hot. Oh, hot, hot, hot. Then it's in your mouth and it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. Salsa, spicy salsa, 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 spicy salsa, salsa. But then it's in your tummy and it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Then it's in your tummy and it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Salsa, spicy salsa, 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 spicy salsa, salsa. Great job, everyone. So, okay, that was fun. We planted some things and we picked some vegetables. We made some salsa. I thought it would be fun to do a counting rhyme, and there's a counting rhyme that I really enjoy that is about 5 green peas. We'll do this one a couple of times too. Friends, can you show me your 5? Excellent. And peas grow in a little pod, all squished down inside a pod. Can you pretend that your hand is a pod, a pea pod? Good job. And then we're going to grow and grow and grow and grow. And then we're going to pretend that pea pod pops because the peas got so big that it couldn't hold them anymore. So let's start. Can you show me your 5? Here we go. 5 green peas in a pea pod pressed. 1 grew, 2 grew, and so did all the rest. They grew and they grew and they did not stop till one day that pea pod just had to go pop. Good job. Let's do that one again. Friends, if you did that rhyme with this hand last time, could you try doing it with this hand this time? Can you show me your 5 again? Here we go. 5 green peas in a pea pod pressed. Oops, I forgot to press our peas down. Everybody makes mistakes, right? Let's start over. 5 green peas in a pea pod pressed. 1 grew, 2 grew, and so did all the rest. They grew and they grew and they did not stop till one day that pea pod just had to go pop. Good job, everyone. So we've talked a lot about vegetables so far, and there are a lot of super tasty vegetables to eat out there. But one of the other things that we like to grow here in Michigan, it's this time of year, friends, is such a great time for fresh food in Michigan because we have so many delicious fruits and vegetables available at the store or at the market, farmer's market. Sometimes you might see little stands by the road where farmers sell their own things. It's a great time of year for tasty fresh food. But I thought it would be fun to sing about some fruits next. This song is to the tune of Oh My Darling Clementine. We're going to pretend to pick some berries. They're going to be growing in the sun, so if you can make your sun. We're going to wash them. It's very important to wash your veggies and fruit before you eat them. And then we're going to eat them, and then we're going to pick another one. And we're going to do this with a few different kinds of berries and other fruits. So let's start with strawberries. Ready to pick some strawberries? Picked a strawberry that was growing in the sun. Then I washed it and I ate it. Then I picked another one. Good job. It's hard to eat just one strawberry, especially fresh strawberries right off the vine. What other kinds of berries do you think we could try picking, friends? Yep, we could try some raspberries or blueberries. Yeah, those are both great ideas. Let's do raspberries first. You ready to do some picking? Picked a raspberry that was growing in the sun. Then I washed it and I ate it, and I picked another one. Pick, 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 pick. Good job. So we did our raspberries. Let's do our blueberries too. Blueberries grow on bushes. So do raspberries. They grow closer to the ground. And strawberries grow right down at the ground. So let's pick some blueberries. Do you like blueberries? I like blueberries. They're very good in cereal. Ooh, or pancakes. Good stuff. Let's pick some blueberries. Picked a blueberry that was growing in the sun. Then I washed it and I ate it, and I picked another one. Great job, friends. Can you think of any other fruits or vegetables you could pick singing this song you could pretend to pick? I thought of one other one that I thought could be fun to try. Friends, do you ever eat cherries in the summertime? Michigan has lots of cherries, and they are so yummy. And cherries, our strawberries grew in the ground, raspberries grew on small bushes, blueberries grow on bigger bushes, but our cherries grow way up high in the trees. So can we pretend to pick some cherries and reach up like we're picking cherries out of a tree? Here we go. Picked a cherry that was growing in the sun. Oops, I forgot our sun. That was growing in the sun. Then I washed it and I ate it, and I picked another one. Great job, friends. I think that's a fun song because you can do so many different things with it. You can sing about picking vegetables or fruits, all different options there. And that's actually one of the things that's fun about a lot of the songs that we've done today, a lot of the songs and rhymes. They're easy to adapt. But friends, I can hardly believe it, but Storytime is almost done for the day. We just have one last song to do, which is our goodbye song, which is the song Goodbye Friends, which is just like our hello friends, but instead of saying hello, we'll say goodbye. Here we go. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Friends, thank you for exploring all kinds of yummy foods with me today. I hope you will get a chance to try some of these wonderful fresh fruits and vegetables that we have in Michigan this time of year. It's a pretty awesome time of year for yummy food. And we will see you next time.